more students, please join. Am I audible to you? Seva, please tell me, am I audible to you? Today we are going to discuss question paper. I am discussing question paper today. Please take out your notebook and register. Okay? I am giving you the questions which has come in previous years. Okay, so we will note down the questions. What are the questions from this? Paper 1 has come in the previous years. Okay, so I'm just searching out those questions. You please note down your, yes, okay, I'm audible. So now I'm giving you questions. This is a paper which is come in year 2019. Okay. And if you remember, if you have seen the question papers, I am just reading out the full question paper which you have to understand. In all, you will be getting 8 to 9 questions. Okay. In all, you will be getting 8 to 9 questions. When I'm coming to the class, I'm just, I'll share the same question for your WhatsApp group also. But first of all, we'll discuss this whole and then I'll leave this for your WhatsApp group. So these are the questions which are basically associated with your this paper only. The paper which we are dealing, this is associated with this paper only. And I'm making this PDF. You could see me, I'm taking photo. Okay, so this question I'll send you. Okay, this question I'll send you. (2019) 2019. Okay. So I will send you the question, but let's discuss the question first. You will be having question number 1. Question number 1, which is compulsory. And this question number 1 will be having almost 8 to 9 internal choices. Okay. So one question came in 2019 was Historia Calamitatum in Abelard and Elios. It's a small question, okay? It's a 5-mark question. what would you write down? The question is simple. It's in single inverted comma. Historia calamitatum in Abelard and Alios. Because in the top of that, answer any 5 of the following in about 250 words. So either you comment it, discuss it, or you give your ideas, you know. So this is of Historia calamitatum in Abelard and Elios. Please write down. Please write down the question. Hmm? And you know, there are 9 options are there. And I'm just reading out all those 9s because I'll be giving you this paper in your WhatsApp group. Idea of love in the Lays of Mary de France. Question number 1, 2. Like question number 1 and then the subsection 2 is party load. 3 is we are made a hand payment with dice gentleman. Then 4 is we will neither ban knee flight, fight not chite, both how done as tight and cast him in canvas. So you might find it difficult, just listen. Lady Midi. Then next 6 is a fair field of folk found I there between of all manner of man and many and the rich. Next 7 is the second shepherd in the second shepherd's play. 8 is GYLL. 9 is Historia Calamitatum in Abelard and Alios. So if you see these questions I read, and these questions you will find that this is in 2019, the question paper has come. And these questions are idea of love in the lays of Mary de France, party load. Then next question is we are mighty hand timed with thy gentleman. Then 4 is we will never ban the knee flight, fight nor chite because it's old English, okay? Both hand done as tired and cast him in canvas. 5 is Lady Midi. 6 is a fair field of folk found I the between. Of all manner of man, the meany and the rich. 7, 8 is Gil GYLL and then 9 is Historia Calamitatum in Abelard and Alios. So you please write down that you are listening it. Now the major shift comes from question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, please write down that you are getting it. Now I will be just reading these questions. Question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So in all, you will be having these major questions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 8 questions major. Out of these 8 questions, you have to do 3 only. So in all, you are going to do 5. No, like question number 1, which is compulsory in 2 to 9. Then note the 2 to 9 question number 25 and mark and carry 15 marks. And 3 other. So in all 4 questions you have to do. Okay? In all 4 questions you have to do. Now let me read out the question first. And write it down. Write it down. Discuss representation of masculinity in medieval satire with close reference to the nun's priest state. I have a very wonderful, article on this satire. And this is exactly what you need to write down in your exam. So I will just give you next lesson, next online class on the satire. We should know when we are studying medieval literature, we should know what is satire in the medieval concept. So I again read out the question. Discuss representation of masculinity in medieval satire with close reference to the nun's priest state. If you remember in the previous, so I'm not getting any reply from all of you. Please write me down that you are listening. You are, am I audible to you and you are listening? All of you are listening. All of you are listening. Okay. Yes, I'm getting the answer. Please write down, all of you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Karan, Kiran, Palak, Tanu, Sakshi. Right. So, you know what? Uh, First of all, what is masculinity in medieval satire? First of all, we need to know what is satire and then how this masculinity is represented in the medieval satire. First of all, we have to know satire, then with the reference of the medieval satire, and then masculinity in it, and how Nun's Priest Tale is, it represents masculinity from the medieval perspective. Okay, so that is the question number 2. Now write down question number 3. Discuss the significance of human agency in the second Shepherd play. Human agency in the second Shepherd's play. Okay, please write down. I again repeat the question. Discuss the significance of human agency in the second Shepherd's play. How this second Shepherd's play is talking about the human agency, how this becomes significant from the human point of view. Question number 4 is discuss the relationship between the secular and the non-secular elements in the second Shepherd's play. Discuss the relationship between the secular and the non-secular element in the second Shepherd's play. So how, when we are studying second Shepherd's play, do we find any secular and non-secular elements there? So first of all, we should know what is Shepherd's play, second Shepherd's play. What does it mean? Either it is a novel, it is a dialogue, or it is a story or prose or poetry. What it is there? First of all, we need to know about that and everything which is discussed in the second Shepherd's play. Then we have to see where do we find secular and non-secular elements in this. Then discuss how the medium of dream allegory helped Langlands explore ideas of love and charity in the Pierce Plowman. You might think I'm speaking a little fast. Let me be little slow. What I'm saying, discuss how the medium of dream allegory helped Langlands explore ideas of love and charity in the Pierce Plowman. So finally, I'll ask you to write down what are the concepts and what are the points which we need to write down, understand. Next question number 6 is Andreas Capellanus de Amor is not only a book about love but a secret document about civilization. Discuss. So this Andreas Capellanus de Amor is not only a book about the secret document, but it is about the civilization. What kind of ideas about civilization it is discussing. Then question number 7, discuss the book of Marguerite Camp as an example of life writing. Marguerite Camp is she's a woman writer, and what she's writing, because it is a kind of biographical description. And what she's life writing means when we write about our own life, or maybe surrounding life, or maybe life in general. So how we can say that this is a life writing? Because there are other writings different from life writing. So first of all, we have to know what is life writing and how Marguerite Camp we can implement this concept of life writing. Then question number 8 is the bestiary. Are you getting it? Is it clear to you, dear? Please reply me. Okay, thank you. Is it helping you? Is it helping you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So now the question is discuss the book of Marguerite Camp as an example of life writing. Thank you so much, Tanu, Zeba, Palak, Shruti, Kiran, Pooja, Sakshi. Okay, God bless you. And ask your other friends also to join. I want everyone should join. Okay. Then the next question is, and I finally, after reading all those questions, I'll give you the a table of certain words which we need to explore. Which we need to know all those words in a very clear sense. So what is this? I'll give you the table of words which you need to know, and we will discuss this in the class also, and sometime in the online class also. The bestiary and the beast fable shall occupy an important space in medieval narrative? Discuss. Question number 9. See, always remember one thing. In some of the papers, it is question number 8, or some of the papers, question number 9. It's a kind of buffer question, you know. It's a buffer question. Buffer question in the sense that this is the question which will give you a lot of liberty to discuss any of the two texts. Okay. This is the question which will give you liberty of discussing any of the two texts. And suddenly there are two concepts. So even if when you are preparing your paper, two of the texts which you are thorough with the idea about the text and the concept which are implemented with the text. So this question number 8, in somewhere it is question number 8 or somewhere in question number 9. This is the question which could save you whatever you have prepared from the whole question, because it's a question in general. It is not pinpointing one particular text or one particular writer. It will always suggest you any two writers of your syllabus, any two concepts of your syllabus, okay? Any two writings of your syllabus also, or paper 1. So in this way, this will be a very extremely buffer question and you will get a lot of fun. Now listen what this question says. Question number 9, please listen carefully. Dream, comma, vision, comma, and allegory are some of the means by which medieval poets and mystics organized ordinary experience of the world. Discuss with reference to any two texts in your paper. Now listen, I again read. So what are the things which you have to understand? Dream, vision, and allegory. How dream, vision, and allegory can be implemented in any of the two texts. Okay, so in this way, these questions will be buffer questions. This question will be buffer question which will help you a lot. Now I'm giving you certain terms, okay? I'm giving you certain terms, please write them down. Without understanding these words in a particular way, you will not be able to write your answer, because you know, otherwise if you are writing a general question or general answer, this is not acceptable. Okay, so we have to be very particular and to the point. Now, what are the concepts and certain things which we need to understand? Number 1, first of all, you write down medieval satire. Please write down medieval satire. You know what is medieval satire? Okay, then we have to understand the concept of masculinity. Please write down concept of masculinity. Then what is human agency? How do we understand human agency? What are the characteristics of a human agency? Then we have to understand secular and non-secular elements. Secular and non-secular elements. Then we have to understand dream allegory. What is this dream allegory? Okay, and then we have to understand concept of love. And there is another word which is used, that is secret document. So how this is a secret document? Is it referring to the state, or is it talking about the military expedition, or it is talking about something which is prohibited generally in the discussion and talk? I mean, maybe it is a extremely state affair, or maybe it is exactly prohibited from the public point of view, or taking into the public life. And then one point you will find, that is life writing. What do you mean by life writing? What do you understand by life writing? Then we have come to know beast fable. B-E-A-S-T, beast fable. What is beast fable? See, generally beast fable, if you remember, we were talking about that when we were talking about the nun's priest tale. That time this concept came, and that means, and I gave you the example of the Jatak, this Panchatantra Kahaniya, where the animals, they become, animals are personified and they talk like humans. So that is how this is the beast fables. But still we have to understand it is in the medieval narrative. How do you think beast fable is a very significant medieval narrative? Then dream, vision, and allegory are some of the means by which medieval poets and mystics organized ordinary experience of the world. Discuss with the reference to at least two texts in your paper. So this is a question which I was reading from 2019, And that's how question number 1 is having 9 options. Out of that, you have to just write down 250 words. Question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is from 2 to 9. In out of this 9, it's actually 8 questions. Out of 8, you have to just do 3 questions. So 8 questions are there, and you have to do three questions. Okay. Hmm? Right. So in a way, we are able to understand, and especially when I'm coming to the class, we will discuss this paper, because I hope each one of you will be having this copy, hard copy in your head. Now let me come to the other questions, because by reading these questions, you will understand that what are the things which you need to focus on. By the time when I'm just looking at the question, please uh, write down some message. So I will be reading. Okay. Because I have paper almost for everything. I have so many question papers. If you see, I have so many question papers, or previous year's papers are there, and we'll discuss all these papers. I have so much. These many papers I have. So you don't worry about that. On the basis of these previous year's questions paper, we will discuss our syllabus also. Okay. Okay. Well, yes. Now this paper came in 2023. Okay, please note down, this paper which I'm going to read out is in 2023. Okay, and I'll again send this paper also as a PDF to you. Don't worry. So now I'm reading this second paper. Okay. Okay. And again, I'm reading out short questions. Okay. Write short note of approximately 250 words each on any 5 of the following. Question number 1, it's one, and I'm reading question number 1. And in question number 1, we have 9 questions. So I'm just reading out those small 9 questions. And this you have to write down only short note. Epilogue to the nun's priest tales. So please write down epilogue to nun's priest tale. Earlier, what we were talking in 2019 paper, what aspect of nun's priest tale came? That is the medieval masculinity in the satire. So in Nun's Priest Tale, 2019 came as a satire. And here, this has come as a epilogue. How do you understand by epilogue? What is epilogue? How this concept of epilogue and technique of epilogue is being implemented in the Nun's Priest Tales. The next question is, write to faith loud. No, nowadays, soon hot, soon cold. This is no stability. But the old love was not so. I mean, these are the lines from some text. I don't know from which text, but we will discuss. We will find out. So this is a line. It starts with double inverted comma and then end with the 3 dot. and then comma close. So this is a line from some text and you have to give the interpretation of this. Okay, so right to fair love nowadays, soon hot, soon cold. This is not stability, but the old love was not so. Then next question is Carni Velasque in the second Shepherd's play. What is this? Carni Velasque in second Shepherd's play. Question number 4 is 7 deadly sins. You know what are the 7 deadly sins which we have in medieval literature? Then 5 is dream vision. What do you mean by dream vision? Question number 6 is then the Lord himself bestowed the gift of this immense miracle particularly on the women. This is a quotation from a text. I repeat again. Then the Lord himself bestowed the gift of this immense miracle particularly on women. Question number 7 is Fulbert. We know Fulbert. Who is Fulbert? Fulbert was Aloysius' uncle who made a plot against Abelard and finally he was castrated. Question number 8 is being obedient. It's a quotation. Okay, I start a quote. Being obedient in all things to all the commands of ladies, thou shalt ever strive to ally thyself to the service of law. Then next is also a quotation, and that is question number 9. You know, sub question number 9 of question sub part 9 of question number 1. And I quote, but success always puffs up fools by pride, and worldly security weakens the spirit's resolution and easily destroyed it through carnal temptation. I begin to think myself the only philosopher in the world with nothing to fear from anyone, and so I yielded to the lust of flesh. This is actually from Abelard. Okay, and this is from the Historia Calamitatum. Chapter, this is lesson number, this letter number 1. So that's how you have to understand that how these some of the text are given quotations from the text. Some are just concept like 7 deadly sins. So we have to write short note. Okay. So please note down the points. Epilogue. What is epilogue? Then Carni Velasque. Then 7 deadly sins. Dream vision. What is dream vision? Okay. Then some quotation is there, and then finally the quotation from the letter number 1. Now I'm reading from question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you ask me to read down question number 8 first, I already told you it's a buffer question. It will always give you liberty to discuss any of the 2 texts. Okay? So you can actually, even if you are preparing any of the 2 texts of any of your paper, because this pattern is same for all the papers, this will help you. Okay, so I read out question number 8 first. Okay? Should we approach the medieval world factually and empirically, or does imagination have a role to play in this matter? Even as modernity deals with the very idea of medievalism, comment with the reference to at least 2 texts prescribed in your syllabus. I again told you, it will always be referred as 2 texts. Okay? I repeat again, should we approach the medieval world factually and empirically? Do you find any aspects of factual and empirical or imagination in the medieval world? And have to play in this matter, even as modernity deals with the very idea of medievalism, comment with the reference to at least 2 texts prescribed in the syllabus. So when we talk about medievalism, you know, when we talk about medievalism, do we find any factuality? Huh? Or imagination? Or empirical study? And if you think that, you know, these are, and or this deals with the modernity. Okay, how these concept of modernity, empirical thoughts, imagination and factuality can be implemented to the medieval world. You have to discuss any of your 2 texts. Okay, in paper 1, any of the 2 texts. So that question number 8 I have done first. Now I am coming to question number 2. Being obedient in all things to all the command of ladies, thou shalt ever strive to ally thyself to the service of love. Okay, it's a quotation and it has not been given. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was reading this question number 1, sub question number 1, which I'm sorry. Let me read question number 2. The cumulative inheritance of medieval Anglo-French law is evident from the fact that Mallory's 15th century author revisited the central concern of Mary's late 12th century lies. Do you agree? Give a reasoned answer with textual detail. See, read the question, okay? Understand the question carefully. Okay. So what is this? The cumulative inheritance of medieval Anglo-French law. Lore is generally folklore, okay? So cumulative inheritance of medieval Anglo-French lore. First of all, you have to understand cumulative. What is cumulative? Cumulative. Then inheritance of medieval Anglo-French lore is evident from the fact that Mallory's 15th century modernity author revisited the central concern of Mary's late 12th century lies. Do you agree? Give a reasoned answer from your textual evidences. Okay. Now, I come to question number 2. Question number 3. How helpful is the prologue to Nun's Priest Tale as a guide for reading the tale or indeed for reading any tale? Discuss with suitable textual references. See, question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These questions you will find they are referring to the particular text. There you are not having a choice like any two text. Okay, so I read out this question number 3 again. How helpful is the prologue to Nun's Priest Tale as guide for reading for the tale or indeed for reading any tale? Discuss with suitable textual reference. See, you must be wondering why madam is repeating so much. It is actually very necessary. You know, until and unless you read a question for 3 to 4 times or even sometimes 5 times, you will not understand it fully. Okay, so that's always a good idea. You read your question many times, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, and then after reading itself will have you a better clear idea. I read question number 4. Can the social concern expressed the second Sheffer's play be mitigated by the miraculous closure of the play? Critically argue your case. Can the social concern expressed in the second Shepherd's play? When we are reading the second Shepherd's play, did you find any social concern? For example, any social issue? For example, right now, if I say, you know, women issue is a significant issue, safety of the children is a significant issue, employment is another major issue, which is, you know, it is affected. So it is affecting the society, and population is one of the issue. And then, you know, how living standard of the people is also another issue. So in this way, we can simply say that do we find that in second Shepherd's play there is any social concern, and then how play the mitigated by the miraculous closure of the play, and how this play is being closed, you know, and end of the play is so miraculous, suddenly some magic or something is happening. Then question number 5 is comment on Piers Plowman as a critique of the clergy class during Langland's time. So Piers Plowman, how it is a critique on the clergy, because medieval time is a clergy, time of the clergies, and how this Piers Plowman is critiquing the clergy. Maybe their lifestyle, maybe their teaching patterns, maybe their, you know, the pseudoism, whatever it is there, we have to get into detail in the text. But anyway, these are the general ideas we can share. Question number 6 is Aloisa, as convent scholar, advocate core issues of women of her time in her letters of direction. Do you agree? Analyze with reference to the letters of Abelard and Allio. And this question I have even repeated in the classroom also, that how she's dealing the women issues. If you remember letter number 5, where she's exclusively talking about the women's stockings, and then she's talking about the menstruation, and then she's talking about, how the uncomfortable dress up which is being set up for the women, and without keeping this thing in mind that this will be worn by the woman and not the man. So in this way, do you find that women issues are being, strongly raised by uh, Eloisa in letters of Abelard and Elias? If the issues are raised, which letter and what issues are being raised? Comment on the theories of ethics, sin, and redemption in the letters of Abelard and Elias. So comment on the theories of ethics, sin, and redemption in the letters of Abelard and Elias. So how do you think letters of Abelard and Elias, they deal with the theories of ethics, sin, and redemption? Please write down separately: ethics, sins, and redemption. So ethics means, certain ethics are there, and then what kind of sins are being committed. Particularly, some people are committing sins, and how then they are being given forgiveness, redemption. Okay, so in this way, we are able to do this because it's 8:23 already, and I think we have done more than 1 hour. So I was able to finish these 2 questions, right? And in this way, uh, you might find it very interesting because, you must be having maybe more. If you are having any questions, please share with the class, okay, for all of us. And these are the questions of medieval, and this is part 2 because it was on 23, 23 is 11th September. Oh, today is 11th September. Okay. So in a way, I am winding up here because actually a whole day I was online today and I'm feeling a little tired also. So I wind up here and we were able to study 2 questions, and the same questions I'll share in your WhatsApp group, and then you will have the better idea. I'm just sharing these questions so you will have the better idea. And when next time when you're coming, you should have the clear idea that if this is the text and this could be the probable questions. Okay, so all the best. I'm ending this live stream. Thank you so much for being present here. And we will again, right now, actually, if I'm getting time, I was planning to come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday by 12 noon, 12 afternoon. Okay, maybe 12:10 or 12:30. So kindly be ready. If you have time, please join me. Or otherwise, there are many others because right now I could see on my screen that it's not only you guys, but there are many number of people are joining me. Maybe they are from other universities. I could see almost 300 people on my screen. So maybe, many people are joining it here. So we'll see, and then we'll come to the next thing. So next time, you have to be very clear that what we have to write as an answer. Okay. Thank you so much, children. God bless you. Your presence make me so comfortable, and it always give me a lot of strength. And especially your comments are so beautiful. So thank you so much. God bless you. Okay. Please take care and come in the class and inform everybody that they should come in the class. Okay. Because we are actually discussing very significant aspect of our syllabus. God bless you. Bye.